Welcome to the channel. I am the Pink Flamingo. If this is your first time here, welcome. So I just want to pop in, guys, and somewhat give a heads up to my royal watchers. I haven't uploaded in a little while, so I figured I'd pop in and give you guys the heads up on the uploads. And I will be uploading royal content tomorrow and on Wednesday. So for the people who are interested in the Robert Dixon, somewhat the continuation of that, that will be uploaded on Wednesday. And I am going to be uploading the Jennifer Lopez part 2 sometime this week coming also, okay? I just wanted to let you guys know that. I know that I have not been uploading content as heavily as I should be doing, at least the last few weeks. And there's something going on with me, and I will share that with you guys in a little bit. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, okay? So for the people who are into the royal readings, you can feel free to click off now because we're not going to do any royal stuff right now, but I am going to be getting into some celebrity stuff, okay? Quick discussion on some celebrity stuff. So guys, I'm pretty sure everyone has heard about the P. Diddy and the madness, right? And all this baby oil, honey. And it's a mess, right? People are slipping and sliding. The baby oil is at work. And I know we shouldn't really make this a laughing matter, but this is pretty gross, right? And I am happy that some of the ladies are finally getting justice. And I did do a reading somewhat around this energy a little while back, right? Not directly, but I kind of pulled on some energy around it. And there were some things that Spirit showed me in that particular reading, or those 2 different readings that I had done. So I'm actually going to share with you guys what I said back. I think it was a few months. It might have been 4 or 5 months back. Not sure the timeline. I will share the video, which video it is, with you guys. But let's take a look at the clip and what I said a few months back. I'm not even getting like real judgment here for him. No justice, no judgment. Nothing besides he's going to have anxiety. He might end up being an outcast that no one hangs with. But money-wise, it seemed like he'll have it all figured out. So maybe everyone's saying that he's going to be broke might not be a real thing. Maybe those inner circles will end up taking care of him somehow. Right? Because that's in the cards right now. That's a possibility. Maybe if he does everything correctly that the family ties want him to do. For all we know, guys, I'm almost getting a bit of ritual in this. Because it's coming off like it seems like to me, Kim Porter is pushing for this. Right? So she wins in a way because, you know, her children, or I guess her little girls, might be not in his custody anymore somehow. That's a possibility, which could have been her main goal. But I'm also getting that he found a way to kind of snake his way out of some of the outcome. I don't know, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think Diddy's going to jail? Because it's giving me very much so like Illuminati protection. Like this might be, what's the word I'm looking for? But like similar to like a ritual of shaming or something. I don't know, guys. Anyways, but y'all let me know what you think about this P. Diddy situation. Kim Porter's energy came through in the second deck. You know, she's saying he's trapped and living in fear, which could be a real thing right now. But Spirit is saying that someone might end up protecting this man in the end. I don't know, one of his lovers? Y'all, tell me what y'all think about that reading. Do y'all think he's going to jail? Because I don't foresee Diddy in jail. And to be quite honest, if Diddy is in jail, I don't see Diddy in jail. I think Diddy would probably, I hate to say this, but he would meet his maker before he went to jail. And we are back. So as you guys seen in that clip that I shared with you guys, that I was aware that, Diddy could somewhat snake his way out of this particular situation. Now, do I think it's a possibility? Still, maybe. But back then, when it was months ago, and that was the option basically placed on the table at that time. Diddy could have snaked his way through, like I stated to you guys, if he did what was expected of him. Now, this started off to me energy wise, based on what I picked up. This started off as somewhat as a ritual. And the energy that I have picked up, even throughout that time, was there was something that Diddy was supposed to do. And I knew that if he did it, they would save him, that men in high places would save him. Now, Diddy has a bit of this behavior allegedly where people say he goes on a power trip. And I believe Diddy believes that he's a little bit more powerful suddenly than the men who made him. And like I said to you guys, it's either he will snake his way through, or as you guys are hearing now, he is on S watch, right? People are saying that there's a possibility that he is in a state where he could unalive himself. And like I said to you guys back then, I said, before they sentence him, he more than likely will meet his maker, right? And now it's being said that he might want to meet his maker. So how will this play out? Well, Diddy had months, guys, to basically do the right thing, at least around the circles in which he hangs out in. And I did stumble across some information. And this particular person, I actually do believe, and he's a celebrity, a comedian by the name of Eddie Griffin. Now, some people might know Eddie Griffin from way, way back in the day. Eddie Griffin was the comedian who was featured in Mariah Carey's music video. For the people who know Honey, right? He was the gentleman in which Mariah Carey kind of leaned over and said, "You need gum," right? Eddie Griffin used to hang out with these guys. He used to be a part of the squad, Mariah, P. Diddy. He knew about these types of things. But throughout the years, Eddie Griffin has disassociated himself somewhat with Hollywood. And I do believe it's because of all of this demonic and gross stuff. A lot of celebrities that we watched years ago somewhat seems like they gave up their stance in Hollywood to just play the back role and be irrelevant, right? Now, Eddie Griffin could have been the Kevin Hart of today, or he could have been just as successful as many big iconic comedians, right? But a lot of times when Eddie Griffin's name is mentioned, people simply don't even remember him. And a lot of people, I believe, like Chris Tucker and a bunch of other celebrities might have stepped back due to some of the madness that they already saw in Hollywood. Not saying that they didn't participate in it, but some of it might have been, okay, this is a little too much. And unfortunately, when you don't play their game in Hollywood, success starts to deplete. Now, I have known that P. Diddy, based on the reading and the energy I picked up, I knew that there was something that he was required to do. And what I do believe, guys, energy-wise, is Diddy is a gross human being. And I'm not going to say, based on all the allegations around him, that he isn't all the things people say he is. But there is a streak of Diddy that has some goodness. And the only part of him that I do believe is good is him, that father streak, right? The one thing that Kim Porter, which is Diddy's the twins' mother, who is passed on, God rest her soul, she was stating that she did not have to participate in any of this nasty stuff when she was pregnant with his children. And after she was somewhat placed in the position of mommy, she no longer had to participate in a lot of this stuff anymore. So when it came to P. Diddy was very protective and loving towards his children. And this is why I believe we see the children showing up to the court cases and they're supporting him, only because he was a good father to them, but a horrible human being to everyone else. And I believe that there was something that the higher ups and the elite asked him to do. Now, as you guys know, in Hollywood, they will make you big, but sacrifices are due, right? We know this. Celebrities over and over are losing mother, father, sister, and brother and children. And it happens at a very frequent rate, right? Unusual, more so than the everyday person. It seems like a lot of celebrities happen to lose a lot of family members that are close to them. But this is not by coincidence. This is the price you pay when your bills are due. Now, I don't know if this is something that they asked P. Diddy to do to possibly his mother, Janice, or his children, but there's something they wanted him to do and they didn't do. Now, Eddie Griffin, like I stated, is saying something about this situation. And what he is saying is that Clive Davis, for the people who know who Clive Davis is, he is one of the up and ups and, the elite in the music industry, and allegedly P. Diddy's boyfriend of 5 years, is saying that Clive Davis was the one that sent in Homeland Security to get the tapes. He is stating that these tapes that Diddy has have some important men on them. Men like possibly Tommy Mottola, for the people who know who that is, Mariah Carey's horrible, powerful ex-husband, right? The record label guru, whatever y'all want to call him, who Michael Jackson also said was Satan. And he's claiming that he has tapes of men in high position doing filthy things, and that he used these tapes to blackmail these men. So basically, Diddy went on a power trip, and he thought that he could use these tapes that he has been recording for years and years secretly against these men in Hollywood who are above him somewhat on the hierarchy. And basically, what they're saying is Clive Davis is actually behind this raid, and that it's actually not the judicial system, but it's Clive Davis that's trying to retrieve his own personal tapes and the men who are like him, their tapes as well. Now, for everybody else that's under P. Diddy's wings, people who've been friends with P. Diddy for years, they don't care about these people's downfall. But these men have something to protect. These are what you guys would call the elites, right? They're the ones that run the music industry. They're the ones that call the shots. They're the ones that decide the sacrifices and what needs to be made. These are the men P. Diddy tried to play. Now, when Cassie had her case, guys, they were saying that Clive Davis was actually, in fact, the one helping Cassie. Now, it was rumored then, but now I actually believe it. So what will be the outcome for Diddy? I have no idea. But I do see death energy around him. And I don't think it's going to play out the way everyone thinks it's going to play out. Before they let Diddy get away with tearing down the entire music industry, they will silence him. That's just kind of how I seen it energy-wise back then, right? I knew that if he didn't get away scot-free, they more than likely would do away with him. And this is what P. Diddy is probably trying to do before they do it to him, right? So this whole thing about him being on watch, guys, is a very serious thing. He actually really is, because Spirit told me months ago that was also another possibility. Now, I'm just going to shuffle some cards as I talk to you guys and see what's to fall out around the P. Diddy energy. Now, I know a lot of people are doing readings on it, and I don't want to do a reading right now on it. I'll wait until the energy settles, and I'll allow you guys to leave some questions in the comment section on things you guys want to ask about the P. Diddy situation, and we will go back in for another read. But I did want to share that past, I wouldn't call it a prediction, but what I had said back then about the P. Diddy situation, right? So, Spirit, is there anything you want to say about the P. Diddy situation right now? What kind of energy is around this trial? The children? Anything you want to drop out of this oracle deck for me? P. Diddy. Let's see what we can get here, guys. We'll see if anything wants to drop. But, you know, guys, with P. Diddy situation, it's kind of one of those illusion things where people are like, oh, this is justice finally being served. But at the end of the day, men like P. Diddy are going to go down, while men like Clive Davis and Tommy Mottola will still sit in high positions, right? Now, when do we get justice for someone like Whitney Houston, right? There it is, guys. Cult, like I told you. Checkmate. Someone got the upper hand. Impossible for your opponent to win. This is P. Diddy right now. There's no winning. He signed up for this cult, like I told you. And you guys just seen that fall out the deck. Okay? I'm going to pull a couple more and we will wrap this this little drop up. But I just wanted to pop in, guys, because I know the internet streets are buzzing right now with P. Diddy and everyone is very excited to see him go away. But my question is, what are we going to do about these real monsters that are above him, right? They're not going to be taken down because, like Spirit said, they're a part of the cult. There's no taking them down. This is only to make a fool of P. Diddy. Exposed. Truth coming out, which is what's going on. Last card, Spirit, if you got any more to say about this. But guys, this situation is going to be not all that we want it to be. Unfortunately, for Diddy, secret life. Living a double life, withholding secrets, safeguarding, and keeping things hidden. So, as y'all see, checkmate. They got his butt, is what they're saying. Quite literally. Cult. This is who they are, and this is what they want. You did not follow our rules. We are coming for you. You are exposed. This double life you've been living, there it is. So, let me know what you guys think based on all the cards that I just pulled. I got cult. Checkmate. We got you. Secret life, which we know now, everything's being exposed about him. Exposed. So that is pretty much my quick little drop, 4-card drop around the energy, but we will tap in. You guys leave the questions in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want me to ask, Spirit, about P. Diddy. But this is not just the judicial system getting a win. This is the cult getting a win. Checkmate, Diddy. You played yourself. Let me know what you guys think. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.